A very warm good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Dear students, today we will start with second animal tissue, that is connective tissue. But before that, I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. Dear students, see how beautifully he is saying that perform your obligatory duty. Obligatory means true duty because action is indeed better than inaction. Okay? You need to show devotion in every duty. Okay? Whether you are sleeping, whether you are working hard, whether you are studying, okay, whatever you are doing, do it with full devotion. Okay? When you are studying, don't think about anybody, just study. When you want to sleep, just sleep, don't think about anybody. Okay, just be true to your duties. Okay, so I hope so that you all have understood the deep meaning, okay, behind this beautiful thought. So with this only I would like to start with my today's topic. Dear student, before proceeding with today's topic, I just want to give summary that what we have studied so far. Okay, in part 1 we have studied about plant tissue. In that we have studied that it consists of two type of tissues, that is meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. And then permanent tissue, it is of two type, that is simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Okay, under simple permanent tissue we have studied about parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and under complex permanent tissue we have studied about xylem and phloem. Okay, I hope so that the things were clear to you. Okay, now we are studying about animal tissue. Okay, and so far we have studied about epithelial tissue. Okay, and today I would like to start with connective tissue. Okay, so I'm sure that you all are ready to know about connective tissue. So dear students, this connective tissue, okay, it is of three types, that is connective tissue proper, okay, which is divided into loose and dense. Okay, under your loose, your areolar tissue will come, clear, and under your dense, okay, your ligaments and tendons will come. Then second is your fluid connective tissue. Under this we will study about blood and lymph, and under sporting connective tissue we will study about cartilage and bone. Okay, so this will be our today's target. Clear? Dear students, I hope so that these diagrams are visible to you. Okay, this first is your blood. Okay, then this is your bone, these are your cartilage, these are your areolar tissue, and these are your adipose tissue. Okay, just visualize, okay, use your sense organ, okay, and frame this picture in your brain. Dear students, what you are understanding by the term connective tissue? Okay, student, these, as a name suggests, okay, that it connect various tissues together. Okay, it connects various tissues together, okay, in any organ, okay, and most abundant among all animal tissues. Clear? What is its function? Its function is to bind, support, okay, and pack the different organs of the body. Clear? Then students, these connective tissues are loosely packed, okay, they have large intercellular spaces also, okay, and sometimes they are filled with jelly like substances known as matrix. Okay, it is the most important characteristics of your connective tissue which help in binding of one organ with the other. Clear? Dear student, first of all I will take your blood. Okay, what is this blood? Okay, we all know that it is a fluid connective tissue. What is this? It is a fluid connecting tissue. Okay, here we are studying about blood. Okay, it has fluid matrix known as plasma. Okay, this white portion is your plasma, okay, and it consists of your protein, salt, hormones, in which RBCs, okay, these red color structure are your RBCs and WBCs, okay, neutrophils, monocyte, eosinophils, these are the kinds of your WBCs, okay, and various platelets are also there. The main function of your blood, okay, is to transport various gases, okay, food, hormone, okay, and waste to all parts of our body. Clear to all? Next type of your connecting tissue is, students, bone, okay. What is bone? Okay, as you can see in this picture, okay, it forms the skeleton, we all know, that support the body and anchors muscle to a strong, okay, and it is non-flexible tissue in which bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix, okay, which is made up of your calcium and phosphorus. Clear? As you can see in this picture, that how this bone is formed of such tissues. Clear? And student, if I talk about cartilage, okay, they are also like bone only, but they are little bit weak than bones, okay, as their matrix is formed of protein and not of calcium and phosphorus, okay, and the name of that protein is chondrin, okay. That is why we can see that we can bend a cartilage but not the bone, okay, yes or no? Student, I'm sure that I'm visible to you, okay. Dear student, in your body, okay, your ear lobes, okay, and your tip of your nose is made up of cartilage, and if you will bend it, okay, it will easily bend, okay. It is due to the presence of the protein that is present in the matrix of your cartilage, okay, that enable it to move easily, to bend it easily, okay. So I hope so that the thing is clear to you. Students, two more important terms are there under your bone, that is tendon and ligaments, okay. These tendons will connect your bone to your muscle and your ligaments connect your bone to bone, okay. If I talk about flexibility, your tendons are sturdy, okay, hard, whereas your ligaments are elastic, okay. And if I see at the end of the bone, your tendons are non-elastic, okay, and whereas ligaments are stabilized. Whereas if I talk about cushion, okay, that its softness, okay, the size of your tendon it change, that it is connected to which type of muscles, whereas ligaments, okay, it form fibers and connect bone to a bone, okay. So this is very important, that name a tissue which connect bone to bone, okay. So tell me, bone to bone it is your ligament, okay, and bone to muscle it is your tendon, okay. As you can see in this picture also, okay, see here, tendon, okay, it will connect your muscle to your bone, whereas ligament will connect your bone to bone. One more picture is there, see here, okay, how tendon is connecting, okay, bone to a muscle, whereas ligament is connecting your bone to a bone. Understood? Student, next type of your connective tissue is areolar tissue, okay. What are these? Okay, it fills the space inside the organ, okay, and it supports the internal organ and help in the tissue repair, okay. Where it is found? It is found between the skin, okay, as you can see in this picture, muscles, around the blood vessels and in bone marrow, okay. I hope so that the thing is clear to you. And your last type of your connecting tissue is adipose tissue, okay. Students, it stores fats. What it stores? It stores fat and it is found below the skin and also between the internal organs, okay. As you can see that below the skin and between your internal organs also, okay. Suppose it is your kidney and it is present here. Clear? Cells are filled with fat globules, and the main function of your adipose tissue that is that it act like an insulator due to the presence of the fats, okay. Dear student, you might have observed that, okay, the person who are thin, okay, they feel more cold as comparison to the person who are fat. Why? Because your adipose tissues are present in your fatty person and that provide insulation, okay, and that fat person doesn't feel cold. Clear to all? So students, through this picture I want to show you that how your different connective tissues look under microscope. Okay, so it is your blood, bone, cartilage, dense connective tissue. Okay, that include your tendons, then adipose tissue. You can lose connective tissue that include your areolar tissue. Understood? So with this I am finishing my today's lecture. Clear? For any doubt please to call me. Thank you and have a very nice day.